Okay, look at that. We are getting another Star Wars game. Hot off the heels of my personal favorite Star Wars game, we are getting Star Wars Outlaws. Now, I need to preference this video as well, like every other video, with something. If you have a problem with the fact that the main character is a female character, or that it is a person of color, or just anything other than the fact that you're judging this character based on their appearance, you're not welcome on the channel. Sorry, but that's just how I live my life. Okay, with that out of the way, very quickly, I have some concerns for this game. I'm very hyped for it. I think there's a lot of potential here, but it really needs to stick the landing. Also, I personally feel like we didn't get enough gameplay for me to really put my hat into the ring with how I feel on it. Again, they showed a good amount and they showed some things to get me really interested, but there's still some that I'm concerned with. Obviously, this is being held at the title of Open World Star Wars game, and they showed the ship flying and the ship battles, and that is where I have my first concern. In order to have like a good open world Star Wars game, you really have to stick the landing in terms of flight combat, and I'm optimistic that this can be done, but I'm also nervous. I don't really know with Ubisoft, like I don't really know where my hand lies with them. I don't know if I trust them in ship combat. I didn't play Star Wars Squadrons or whichever like that first person ship game was, or like flying sim was. I don't even know if that was Ubisoft, but I don't think people loved it all that much. I think people enjoyed it. I will say the game looks very Star Wars-y. It even looks very Star Wars Jedi Survivor-y. And that's my other concern, is how is this game going to stand out compared to Jedi Survivor? Obviously, Cal is like a fan favorite character now, so there's going to be a lot of biases going into the game with it just that way. But I mean in like actual gameplay, how is it going to differ? And I know you might be thinking, well, Nate, you're not a Jedi in this game. And that's very true. But we could use blasters as Cal in Jedi Survivor. So the gunplay has to be very distinct in this game for it to really stand out to me and feel different, which again is entirely possible. I think this game has a potential of being maybe as good as Fallen Order was. I don't really think it can reach Jedi Survivor levels, but hey, I mean, I'm optimistic. More Star Wars games for me makes me happy. The two Jedi games literally like saved my interest in Star Wars, so I'm still here for it. I do like the fact that we're playing as like a sort of bounty hunter, it seems like, and we also have decision making that might actually influence things. It's kind of hard to tell from the trailer if no matter what you were going to get like a wanted level out of the situation that they showed in like the diner situation, but who knows? I will say that the speed bike portion of the gameplay, or the speed racer, whatever the thing is, looks really cool, and I'm intrigued to see how that plays into the rest of the game. My other really big concern is like the actual story beats of the game. Is there going to be a story, or is this going to kind of be like a shell open world type game where there's just not a lot going on? Are we going to get some like actual cool unique locations, or are we just going to get like Jeddah again, which I mean could be cool, but like I don't really need it again. I just got it in Jedi Survivor. Now, if these games released in like almost completely different years, I think that would be a lot better. Maybe if this game got delayed until early 2024, Jedi Survivor would not be in my brain as fresh. Either way, I'm still optimistic. I think it looks a lot better than a lot of people think. Maybe that's just me being blind, or maybe that's just me having bad taste, but I'm gonna stick with it. I think the game looks cool. Also, a lot of people I saw were like, oh, it needs lightsabers to be Star Wars. That's not true. I think a lot of people need to go watch Andor, because Andor was very good. I watched Andor and I pleasantly enjoyed it. And I don't think there was any lightsabers, or if there was very minimal.